what is the most valuable thing in life. You might think it's money, fame, power, love, or something else, but the truth is, none of these things matter if you don't have time. Time is the only thing that we cannot get back. Once it's gone forever. Unfortunately, many men waste their time on trivial pursuits, distractions, and regrets. They miss out on the opportunities to live a meaningful and fulfilling life. They learn too late the lessons that could have made them happier, wiser, and more successful. In this video, we will share with you 7 Stoic lessons that men learn too late in life, and how they can help you make the most of your time and achieve your goals. These lessons are based on the ancient philosophy of Stoicism, which teaches us how to live according to our values, control our emotions, and overcome our challenges. So, if you are ready to learn these 7 Stoic lessons that men learn too late in life, make sure to watch this video till the end. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for more Stoicism-related content. Let's get started. Lesson 1. Focus on what you can control. One of the core teachings of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control, the distinction between what is in our power and what is not. Many things in life are not in our power. External events, other people's opinions, the past, the future, and so on. These things are unpredictable, uncertain, and often beyond our influence. Trying to control them is futile and frustrating. It only leads to stress, anxiety, anger, and disappointment. On the other hand, some things in life are in our power. Our thoughts, actions, reactions, choices, and so on. These things are under our direct control. We can decide how to think, what to do, how to respond, and what to choose. We can shape them according to our values, goals, and preferences. Focusing on them is empowering and rewarding. It leads to peace, confidence, productivity, and happiness. The Stoics advise us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. This way, we can make the best use of our time and energy and avoid wasting them on things that are irrelevant, unimportant, or harmful. We can also cope better with the challenges and difficulties that life throws at us and turn them into opportunities for growth and improvement. Here are some practical tips on how to focus on what you can control. Identify what is in your power and what is not. Make a list of the things that you can control and the things that you can't. Be honest and realistic with yourself. Don't assume that you have more or less control than you actually do. Accept what is not in your power and let it go. Don't resist, complain, or worry about the things that you can't control. Accept them as they are and move on. Don't let them affect your mood, your self-esteem, or your decisions. Remember that they are not your responsibility and they don't define you. Take action on what is in your power and improve it. Do something about the things that you can control. Use your skills, talents, and resources to create value, solve problems, and achieve your goals. Seek feedback, learn from your mistakes, and keep improving. Remember that you are responsible for your own life and you can make it better. Lesson 2. Live according to your values. Another important lesson that Stoicism teaches us is to live according to our values. Values are the principles that guide our decisions and actions and reflect our character and purpose. They are the standards that we set for ourselves and the criteria that we use to evaluate our success and happiness. They are what make us who we are and what we want to be. Living according to our values is essential for living a meaningful and fulfilling life. It gives us direction, clarity, and motivation. It helps us align our actions with our goals and our goals with our vision. It helps us create a positive impact on ourselves and others. It helps us live with integrity, authenticity, and dignity. However, numerous men struggle to adhere to their principles. Instead, they conform to societal expectations or norms, following the crowd, trends, or the status quo. They pursue trivial matters or ventures that contradict their values. In doing so, they compromise, disregard, or even forget their core beliefs. Consequently, they lead lives that aren't authentic to them and fail to find fulfillment. The Stoics warn us against this trap and urge us to live according to our values. They remind us that we have the power and the responsibility to choose our values and to act on them. They encourage us to live a life that is true to ourselves and that reflects our highest ideals. Here are some practical tips on how to live according to your values. Identify your core values and prioritize them. Make a list of the values that are most important to you and that define your identity and purpose. Rank them in order of importance and select the top 3 or 5 values that you want to focus on. These are your core values, and they should guide your decisions and actions. Align your actions with your values and be consistent. Do the things that are consistent with your values and avoid the things that are not. Be intentional and deliberate with your actions and make sure that they match your values. Don't let external factors or influences sway you from your values. Be consistent and faithful to your values, and don't compromise them for anything. Evaluate your progress and adjust accordingly. Periodically review your actions and outcomes and see how well they align with your values. Ask yourself if you are living according to your values and if you are happy and satisfied with your life. If not, identify the gaps and the areas for improvement and make the necessary changes. If yes, celebrate your achievements and reinforce your values. Lesson 3. Seek wisdom, not knowledge. A third lesson that Stoicism teaches us is to seek wisdom, not knowledge. Knowledge is the accumulation of facts and information, while wisdom is the application of knowledge to real-life situations. Knowledge is knowing what, when, where, and how, while wisdom is knowing why and what for. Knowledge is having a lot of data, while wisdom is having a lot of insight. Seeking wisdom, not knowledge, is important for living a better life. It helps us solve problems, make better decisions, avoid mistakes, and grow as a person. It helps us understand ourselves, others, and the world. It helps us find meaning, purpose, and happiness. Yet many individuals pursue information rather than wisdom. They amass a wealth of facts but struggle to employ them efficiently. Reading numerous books is their habit, yet applying the acquired knowledge eludes them. Memorizing countless facts is their forte, yet comprehending their implications remains a challenge. Their quest for knowledge often stems from a desire for its own sake or to impress others. Consequently, they may become conceited, superficial, unfocused, and ultimately stagnant. The Stoics advise us to seek wisdom, not knowledge. They remind us that knowledge is useless unless it is used for good. They teach us that wisdom is the ultimate goal and the highest good. They encourage us to seek wisdom for the sake of improving ourselves and our lives. Here are some practical tips on how to seek wisdom, not knowledge. Read books that challenge your thinking and offer practical advice. Don't just read books that are easy, entertaining, or popular. Read books that are difficult, enlightening, or timeless. Read books that make you think, question, and reflect. Read books that give you useful tips, strategies, and examples on how to live a better life. Learn from your own and others' experiences and feedback. Don't just rely on books or other sources of information. Learn from your own experiences and from the experiences of others. Learn from your successes and failures and from the successes and failures of others. Learn from the feedback and criticism that you receive and from the feedback and criticism that you give. Learn from the people who are wiser, smarter, or more experienced than you. Ask questions and seek guidance from mentors and experts. Don't just assume that you know everything or that you can figure everything out by yourself. Ask questions and seek answers. Ask questions that are relevant, meaningful, and challenging. Seek answers that are accurate, reliable, and helpful. Ask questions and seek guidance from people who are wiser, smarter, or more experienced than you. Seek mentors and experts who can teach you, advise you, and inspire you. Lesson 4. Be grateful, not resentful. A fourth lesson that Stoicism teaches us is to be grateful, not resentful. Gratitude is the appreciation of what we have and what we receive, regardless of the circumstances. Gratitude is recognizing the good in our lives and expressing our thanks for it. Gratitude is being content with what we have and not craving for more. Being grateful, not resentful, is important for living a happier and healthier life. It makes us more positive, optimistic, and joyful. It makes us more generous, compassionate, and forgiving. It makes us more resilient, adaptable, and hopeful. Nevertheless, many men harbor resentment rather than gratitude. They find discontent in their possessions and envy those of others. Their demeanor is characterized by bitterness, anger, and complaint. They exhibit selfishness, greed, and ingratitude. Their disposition appears weak, inflexible, and devoid of hope. The Stoics warn us against this trap and urge us to be grateful, not resentful. They remind us that we have more than we need and more than we deserve. They teach us that gratitude is the best attitude and the greatest virtue. They encourage us to be grateful for everything and to everyone. Here are some practical tips on how to be grateful, not resentful. Keep a gratitude journal and write down what you are thankful for every day. Don't just think about it, write it down. Write down at least 3 things that you are grateful for every day, no matter how big or small. Write down why you are grateful for them and how they make you feel. Write down what you learned from them and how they improved your life. Express your gratitude to others and show your appreciation. Don't just keep it to yourself. Share it with others. Express your gratitude to the people who have helped you, supported you, or inspired you. Express your gratitude to the people who have challenged you, taught you, or corrected you. Express your gratitude to the people who have loved you, cared for you, or forgiven you. Show your appreciation by saying thank you, giving compliments, giving gifts, or giving back. Practice mindfulness and savor the present moment. Don't just take things for granted, pay attention to them. Practice mindfulness and be aware of the present moment. Savor the present moment and enjoy the experience. Savor the sights, sounds, smells, tastes, and feelings that you encounter. Savor the people, places, events, and opportunities that you encounter. Savor the life that you have and the life that you live. We hope you are enjoying this video and are learning something valuable from it. If you do, please don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know what you think of these Stoic lessons. Lesson 5. Be self-reliant, not dependent. A fifth lesson that Stoicism teaches us is to be self-reliant, not dependent. Self-reliance is the ability to rely on ourselves and our own resources without depending on others or external factors. Self-reliance is being independent, responsible, creative, and adaptable. Being self-reliant, not dependent, is important for living a more successful and satisfying life. It makes us more confident, capable, and ambitious. It makes us more productive, innovative, and resourceful. It makes us more flexible, resilient, and prepared. However, many men exhibit dependency rather than self-reliance. They depend on others and external factors for their happiness, security, and success, seeking support, approval, or guidance from their parents, partners, friends, or bosses. Their identity, value, or worth is often tied to their money, possessions, status, or fame. Additionally, their actions, choices, or results are often dictated by their habits, routines, comfort zones, or excuses, leading them to become needy, passive, complacent, and vulnerable. The Stoics warn us against this trap and urge us to be self-reliant, not dependent. They remind us that we have the power and the responsibility to create our own happiness, security, and success. They teach us that self-reliance is the key to freedom, dignity, and excellence. They encourage us to rely on ourselves and our own resources and to improve them. Here are some practical tips on how to be self-reliant, not dependent. Develop your skills and talents and use them to create value. Don't just rely on your natural abilities or on the skills and talents of others. Develop your own skills and talents and use them to create value for yourself and others. Learn new skills, master new talents, and apply them to real-life situations. Use your skills and talents to solve problems, create solutions, and achieve your goals. Manage your finances and save for the future. Don't just rely on your income or on the money of others. Manage your own finances and save for the future. Spend less than you earn and save more than you spend. Invest your money wisely and diversify your income sources. Save for emergencies, opportunities, and retirement. Be financially independent and secure. Take care of your health and well-being. Don't just rely on your genetics or on the health and well-being of others. Take care of your own health and well-being and improve them. Eat well, exercise regularly, sleep enough, and avoid unhealthy habits. Manage your stress, emotions, and thoughts. Seek professional help if needed. Be physically, mentally, and emotionally healthy and happy. Lesson 6. Be humble, not proud. A sixth lesson that Stoicism teaches us is to be humble, not proud. Humility is the recognition of our limitations and flaws, and the willingness to learn and improve. Humility is being modest, respectful, and open-minded. Humility is being teachable, curious, and grateful. Being humble, not proud, is important for living a wiser and more virtuous life. It makes us more respectful, open-minded, and curious. It makes us more teachable, adaptable, and grateful. It makes us more aware, realistic, and honest. However, many men exhibit pride rather than humility. They display traits of overconfidence, arrogance, and closed-mindedness. They appear unteachable, rigid, and ungrateful, often lacking awareness, harboring delusions, and being dishonest. They tend to presume knowledge in all matters, believe they are capable of handling everything, and feel entitled to everything. Moreover, they tend to look down on others, resist feedback, and take credit for everything. The Stoics warn us against this trap and urge us to be humble, not proud. They remind us that we are not perfect, we are not superior, and we are not entitled. They teach us that humility is the foundation of wisdom, virtue, and excellence. They encourage us to be humble in our thoughts, words, and actions. Here are some practical tips on how to be humble, not proud. Admit your mistakes and apologize when you are wrong. Don't just deny, justify, or blame your mistakes. Admit them and apologize for them. Learn from them and avoid repeating them. Don't let your pride get in the way of your improvement. Be humble enough to say, "I was wrong, I am sorry, I will do better." Seek feedback and criticism and act on it. Don't just ignore, reject, or resent feedback and criticism. Seek them and act on them. Ask for feedback and criticism from others and listen to them. Evaluate them and use them to improve yourself. Don't let your pride get in the way of your learning. Be humble enough to say, "I don't know, I need help, I will learn." Learn from others and acknowledge their contributions. Don't just compete, compare, or copy others. Learn from them and acknowledge their contributions. Learn from the people who are wiser, smarter, or more experienced than you. Learn from their successes and failures and from their strengths and weaknesses. Acknowledge their achievements and efforts and thank them for their help. Don't let your pride get in the way of your growth. Be humble enough to say, "I admire you, I appreciate you, I will follow you." Lesson 7. Be courageous, not fearful. A seventh and final lesson that Stoicism teaches us is to be courageous, not fearful. Courage is the willingness to face our fears and overcome our challenges despite the risks and uncertainties. Courage is being confident, adventurous, ambitious, and successful. Being courageous, not fearful, is important for living a more fulfilling and rewarding life. It makes us more confident, adventurous, and ambitious. It makes us more productive, innovative, and successful. It makes us more prepared, proactive, and positive. Nevertheless, many men exhibit fear rather than courage. Afraid of their fears, they shy away from challenges, displaying timidity, caution, and mediocrity. Resultantly, they remain unproductive, stagnant, and unsuccessful. Their unpreparedness, reactivity, and negativity hinder them from pursuing dreams, taking risks, and making changes. The Stoics warn us against this trap and urge us to be courageous, not fearful. They remind us that we have the power and the responsibility to face our fears and overcome our challenges. They teach us that courage is the key to happiness, growth, and excellence. They encourage us to be courageous in our thoughts, words, and actions. Here are some practical tips on how to be courageous, not fearful. Identify your fears and understand their causes and consequences. Don't just ignore, deny, or run away from your fears. Identify them and understand them. Make a list of the things that you are afraid of and the reasons why you are afraid of them. Analyze the consequences of your fears and how they affect your life. Be honest and realistic with yourself. Don't exaggerate or minimize your fears. Challenge your negative thoughts and beliefs and replace them with positive ones. Don't just accept, believe, or reinforce your negative thoughts and beliefs. Challenge them and replace them with positive ones. Identify the negative thoughts and beliefs that fuel your fears and question their validity and accuracy. Replace them with positive thoughts and beliefs that empower you and motivate you. Use affirmations, visualization, and positive self-talk to boost your confidence and courage. Take small steps and actions that move you closer to your goals. Don't just wait, procrastinate, or give up on your goals. Take small steps and actions that move you closer to your goals. Break down your goals into smaller and more manageable tasks and complete them one by one. Celebrate your progress and achievements and reward yourself for your efforts. Use the momentum and motivation to keep going and to overcome your fears. With all that said, please continue watching the recommended videos now on your screen. or check out one of the videos on our homepage. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you and know what you think. Remember, stay strong, stay stoic.